Hey there, we're back on the weekend here to finish up Suzerain, a game that has been living in my head rent-free, whatever the term is. I've been thinking about this game a lot. I think it's really good, and I'm excited to see the conclusion of my horrible, bad ending playthrough. Select a new vice president. Peter resigned. I read most of this last episode. Vice President, what do you think?
Why did he resign?
What?
Why did he resign?
Sex scandal with a person who is spying on the country. Objectively, I am by far the most qualified candidate. The person he was having a sex scandal with was actually a spy from a different country, and he gave state secrets to her, stupidly. You're such a valuable strategist.
Good job, Ben.
Gloria Tori is the Speaker of the House. USP. Why should I pick you? You become the vice president, I get the votes from the conservatives. Think about it. Is it loud again? Okay, thank you. I have it significantly quieter than other games, but thank you for letting me know. You'll make the right choice. No problem, thanks for telling me. It doesn't look loud in my OBS equalizer, but always depend on it, depending on what the sounds actually are. That'll be all for now. I feel like if I had this opportunity before the vote for the amendments, maybe I would have taken it with Gloria, but let's talk. Still Leon? Sense. Oh, this might be part of the problem. It looks like Ben knocked the microphone back a bit. Let me try to fix that. That should be better. That'll be all for now. Thank you. Okay, that makes more sense then. Thank you. Turn the game up a bit then. Of course, Peter wasn't there. I'll piss off Lucian. I don't know that Albin's gonna accomplish too much since I'm already like further left than him. This is the savvy, play it safe choice, but don't really get the sense that there's going to be significant consequences, which is a really bad sense to have with this game, I think. This seems to be the one that is the most likely to actually create some kind of change, whereas I don't see any change from either Albin or Lucian, so I'm going to pick Gloria. Hopefully it doesn't bite me too badly in the ass. Either ports? No. Unstruck anniversary. Carpenter killed by Sortish soldiers. His incident. Interesting. BFF was originally called the Followers of Ashraf. Bloody protest, yeah. Remembrance of the day of Ashraf's death is widely attended by the Bludish people who treat it as part of their identity. You are right. Careful with that box. How's it going? Are you settled in yet? Lucian's upper lip curled. It's the job of an office secretary, not our chief strategist. Piss them both off. Try to get along with Lucian. Dispute. Oh, I thought this was I misread that this was an event like this. Vesword. These are our military police, basically. You've already dealt with the two of them. Rural security is my jurisdiction. Your men are way outside of Vesword. Pop up here. Oh, right, because she's vice president now. Sure. We will solve this conflict. Explain what happened. Drug trafficking. Found evidence of a drug stash. We had to act quickly. Sent our police units to catch them and find the drugs in the compound. So this is like the... What was the problem during 9/11 that, like, the FBI and the CIA, like, not only weren't sharing information, but were actively, like, sabotaging each other? Maybe the NSA, too? Isn't there a line of communication between you? What I hear is you're both incompetent. How do we solve this issue so that it never happens again? Unify command, internal security will improve. Do you have a better solution? Set us up to create this incident. There's no way the police arrived at the right time of a month-long search on the exact day and minute of our raid. This is conspiracy theory territory. In this case, I really don't think that this big restructuring accomplishes anything. I think we just need to get them to communicate to each other. It seems like they serve different purposes, or at least they should. Don't fight amongst each other. I didn't want to reward what may have been opportunism. League of Women extend thanks. Thanked us for the personal donation. No problem. What's going on in the newspapers? Gloria Tori rises to the task. Will be a better vice president than Peter Vector. Okay, we'll take that from the radical. Glowing praise. This seems like a lot. Reviewing it shouldn't take more than a day, or maybe 2. More information about the status of healthcare, salaries, spendings, hospital reports. Let's begin. Included our report for the year. We've improved the healthcare in the country overall. More patients treated, less waiting times, and higher treatment quality. Thank you for your hard work. You get to the level of the superpowers. About me staying for another term, I don't think that's happening. Investments poured into rural health facilities have paid off greatly. Quality of care increased. People in the countryside deserve better health services. Let's do inequality as our worst enemy. Very important matter to discuss. Confidential. Is this going to be polio? President's eyes only. Polio outbreak in Bergia. How bad is it? 1,467. Do whatever it takes to eliminate this threat. There's a cure. A vaccination was invented in United Cantana by a doctor, and the formula has been made available for free in the world. We're going to do a vaccine mandate? We have the capability to produce this vaccine locally. Yeah. Fuck yeah. Where do I sign? Do it. Hey, welfare state achievement unlocked. That's the only achievement I'm here for, so everything burns now. Epidemic prevented. Stop the epidemic from spreading. Our actions have prevented a health crisis in Swordland. Large number of short decisions now has access to education. The literacy rates in the rural areas are rapidly increasing. Don't have this out of yellow, but I have a feeling it never gets out of yellow. And everything else is extremely red and very bad. Welfare state. Welfare state. Don't worry, I'll just drop the ball on every other possible issue. Lame. Citizens and Nestors receive their first completely free prescription medicine. Cancer and diabetes patients have expressed how much the measure relieve their finances. I had to go way into debt to pass some of the reforms in this turn. I am risking our credit rating getting reduced, which would be very bad, but managed to keep a balanced budget for like the first half of the game, though. Literacy rates will drop significantly after some time has passed. I wonder if the theme of my playthrough is going to be, you know, planting trees that I'll never enjoy the shade of. I hope there's some kind of like epilogue that looks forward a little bit, even in what I expect is going to be a bad ending for me. Less smoke bill. % tax on all tobacco packages, 30% on all tobacco products. Yeah, sure. Sounds good to me. Tobacco consumption reduced. Time to smoke less? Recently discovered as dangerous to personal health. Thanks, Soviet Union. It's both. I wanted the extra budget. Healthcare spending. Significant budget left in the Ministry of Health we can spend on several different programs to improve healthcare in Swordland further. Funds will be used to create a medical scholarship, build a state-of-the-art medical school, give free eye tests or dental care. I think we're doing okay on healthcare. I'm tempted to pick don't spend, but I feel like negative is negative. Unless if I get a whole bunch of other opportunities to increase it. And it's hard to pick between eye care and dental care, but dental care is ridiculously expensive. Let's do free dental. Dental care. Lisa needs braces. New dental care program. Swordland is smiling. Alright. Certainly would like to raise money, increase revenues rather than reduce spending. Definitely attend. Let's not go with an armored convoy. Maybe I'll get shot. Nizam Square. Good decision. It will ease tensions. That's my intention. Free Bludia. Yeah, this is the leader of the Independents. He is himself Blutish. Into the sanctuary. Hey, Charles. Yeah, let's not pick up the red candle. Light the torch together. Free people of Bludia. Standing before you as the president, standing here as one of you. Despite the attempts to divide us, our people will stand as one. Dream of a swordland, a united swordland, a country where being a blade or a sword does not matter. I feel responsible and ashamed for the actions of my predecessors. Need help from each and every one of you to make this country a better place for everyone. Morning will come. First and only president brave enough to come here and pay respects for the Izom victims. Not everything is about votes. It's not? He is pretty ruthless. Long live the Brotherhood of the People. Law. Reconciliation. Oh, this one here. Ceasefire. Nice. Still working on women's rights. It's not super great. Oh yeah, Sarna. Good morning. Solidify the plan. Got it, Ravanon. Invited Mr. Khalid to this portion of the meeting. How are you two getting along these days? Voter poll commissioned by Peter Vectern. It's okay, but not amazing. Never took it for granted. We have a year to gain more votes. Do you have something to add, Lucian? You made yourself sad today. Working on it. Things are looking pretty good, though. Like, I got the achievement for welfare state. Fallen out of favor with conservatives. Shock. You certainly aren't popular with nationalists. Oh no. What will I do without their votes? What do you suggest, Lucian? I'd rather be signing bills than kissing babies. Not insignificant portion of undecided voters who don't care who occupies the Marin Palace as long as the economy is running smoothly. Yeah, well... Thanks for the advice. Yeah, Bilderberg Group is up to no good. What do the conservatives want? I'm not gonna pander to flag-waving mouth breathers. Both dismissed. Good work, both of you. Max mandatory vaccine policy. The disease barely claimed more or less 1,000 people in Bergia. Why is it necessary for the whole country to spend our hard-earned rent for something nowhere near us? Jesus Christ. Too real. President's decisive action stops polio in its track. I assume that a lot of, like... Because I've kind of been approaching this game from the perspective that every ending is kind of a bad ending in some way because you can't fix everything. So I imagine that there's a lot of playthroughs that end in a polio epidemic. Polio disease is controlled. Increasing unrest. Yeah, it's really good, Kellic. Anti-communism protests have been erupting over Swordland. They're protesting you. They're asking for your resignation. Change doesn't come easy. Carl Wright. Police chief. Sorry for being late. Peaceful for now. This game is more like a decision simulator. It focuses more on the impact to an individual as opposed to what the state is trying to do. Hear what they have to say. State of the economy. I don't think there's any RNG in this. It's completely deterministic. It's because every choice you make is opportunity cost driven, so you do this at the expense of that. Don't get yourself burned. It's gonna finally be what gets me killed here. Security Act. Lack of security to the period of social upheaval calls for drastic measures proposed. No, absolutely not. Industrial expansion. They have the budget to do any of this, but they're making the point that now's the time to do it before the election. So I don't know what triggers our credit rating being reduced. Let's try... I've already done agriculture elsewhere, so I'll try electronics. I think having some kind of RNG would be inappropriate for what this game is about, because you're supposed to kind of go into it knowing that you're taking this hit for sure in exchange for this benefit for sure, right? There's some amount of uncertainty, but the uncertainty isn't in the math that's happening behind the scenes in the game. Swordland manufacture its own radio soon? We shall see. Reports here, I don't think. Chapter 4, checkmate. Great. It's gonna be fine, I'm sure. Take all the necessary steps. It's bad. Probably gonna end up with a conflict with Vogsland via our alliance with Agnelia. End of days at home. End of the day at home. Okay, that makes more sense. Women's rights meeting. It's fair. Like the stew. Hey, it's Frank. You're to Quintana. Your mother works harder than I do these days. I got that record you sent me. Not bad for old folks' music. Glad you liked it. He and Evelyn are divorcing. Oh, bummer. How's school? How do you find the land of socialism? Astute observation. Has been stuffed with Swordish propaganda since the day I was born. I'm not going to tell him to stay away from Reefer, but I don't like any of these other answers. Good catching up with you. Glad we don't hate each other. Most of the mystery stew is still salvageable. Oh wow, bunch of news posts here. USP conservatives try to obstruct the administration. Yeah, yep. Election campaigning has started to pick up speed. USP is the most prominent. Lotharbrook pulls out wealth vacuum endangers economy. Uh-oh. Father like son. President sent his eldest son United Quintana for his university studies. Ladies' bill struck down. Oh, that sucks. Forcing undue burdens on women in the name of equality, scare quotes. RVP steps back from public life. I hope he's doing okay. Sarna Agricultural Zone opened. Party proposal vetoed. Swordish debt causes credit downgrade. Well, it's happened. Hence the budget being even lower. That's going to be my downfall, I'm sure. I wonder if I hadn't have spent, when I had the chance, if I had done the 2 opportunities to get a +1 and not a -2, if it would have been enough to make a difference. Capital withdrawals. Private capitals fleeing the country. Assistance of a third party. Cool, that's good. Record numbers of female students. Good to hear. Author per capital withdrawals hit. Debt crisis shocks the economy. Police overwhelmed in remote cities. Human dignity bill. Let's read the report from Holsword first. Interesting. Not the same people who were protesting me we were talking about in the last turn. All the legislation of transactions that occur in non-registered businesses or other entities like single persons. If the parties delivered accurate documentation to the financial authority. Let's not make prostitution an illegal offense. I love that all of the names of the bills are a scam, right? Man, I've done a lot of vetoing. I think I just got an achievement for it. Current internal affairs. I feel like we're gonna get along, as far as I can tell. I respect that. Elections are getting closer. Make amends. Police state Saul created still lives on. I've already defunded the police. What more could I do? It's a systemic problem. They have the right to partake in such actions. Okay. Dismissal of Carl Dreiser for his use of excessive force. Tarkin Soul's security package laws be undone. What's in the Freedom Act? No person will be detained without proper trial. Investigating private property will require warrants. Loopholes that give the police the right to use excessive force will be removed. The police's right to stop and frisk anyone will be taken away. Yeah. I'm so screwed. Protect Swordish sex workers. I don't think I've made like one decision that the Radical wasn't happy with. There and be like, you know, weak president cows to protesters. Democracy will win, thanks to Mr. President. Origin standard, oh, standard and poor. Rate Swordland D-. In a rock and a hard place. Freedoms Act. Revokes the 48-hour detention without trial completely, ensuring a proper trial before detainment. Increasing judicial costs. Removes stop and frisk in its entirety. Use of force is only allowed as an absolute last resort. It's another -1 to budget, but... Is there room for this to be double digits? Done something right for the Swordfish citizens. Order. Nationwide peaceful protests. Basically, almost entirely red. Doing okay in diplomacy, but so the one thing that I wish I would have not have done is fought for the reduced steel prices and acknowledged Helgeland. I should not have done that. Rumburg plane warned inside airspace. It's ominous. Fund a political youth group. I probably won't do that. Alcohol tax. Yeah, that sounds great. Who's mad? Fair luxury. Ah. Jewelry, furs, sports cars, yachts, private planes. Absolutely. I mean, capital's already fleeing. Alcohol consumption reduced. So led to an unexpected decrease in alcohol-related crime. Small business growing. Stimulus checks distributed. Still only a yellow on welfare. Luxury is now taxable. They're determined to steal your hard-earned money out from under you. I don't want to do that, no, actually. I don't think that's appropriate. Emergency call in an escalating situation. The war room. No fighting in the war room. Oh, great. Kruger wants to. What's going on here? Rumburg downed one of our planes with anti-aircraft fire from the ground. The pilot was declared killed in action. Sure this happened within our borders? Absolutely sure. A war with Rumburg is the last thing we want right now. The status of our military is clear. We're not adequately equipped for such a foe. Start the Swordfish war machine. I like that even Yosef is like, yeah, don't do that. I know when I'm not needed. Hold a military parade to display our strength. This one's hard. Does it cost budget? I don't know that the parade is going to be that effective. I feel like I kind of throw Yosef a bone because he's usually like constantly pissed at me, and he was on my side here, and this doesn't seem like it's that damaging. Lucian seems okay with it. And David's okay with it. I'm not going to push back against everybody. I haven't heard an argument for why not to do it, so... Try to keep Yosef from cooing me. It's not going to stop Kruger from cooing me. Swordish plane shot down. Not good. Urgent meeting on potential alliances. Yeah, that seems... United Cantana. Receive an envoy from United Cantana. They're requesting a state visit. Hey, we're gonna get to meet Trotsky. I mean, Millenyev. There's a lot we could gain from this visit. We do need outside help, though, actually. Yosef said that before. What's your take on this? Kronberg is bound to increase diplomatic pressure. To take a side. Consider this offer very seriously. What do you think, Lucian? Accept the offer. How should we welcome their delegation? Plain welcome will suffice. I mean, I would hope that they would appreciate a plain welcome, but... Order. Reduced crime. Well, that's nice. It's not all bad. Chairman Millenyev. Wanted to meet with you for the longest time. It is an honor to have you here. What a palace. Founder of the reign in our aristocracy. More of a people's man than an aristocrat. How interesting. I know he didn't use it much. It was Solo transformed this place. All this have meaning. As a matter of fact, I'm quite interested in history, maybe just not the statues. Let's give a warm welcome to our guest of honor. I've not played this meeting right. Time is a funny concept, isn't it? I believe you used the time relatively well so far. I think we need to step up as leaders of this world to put an end to this. Before we talk about that, could you help me talk somewhere less damp? To the balcony. Hold on a pipe. On these plains lies the great Marchian Sea. Uh-oh. Yup. Oops. This is my key mistake, isn't it? Where I wasn't aligned. You're right. People are dying. Everything's become a race for total influence in Maricopa. This is about people being killed. I'm sure we can find a diplomatic solution. He's pretty sick and old. Need the Warsaw Pact to survive against the economic power of the West. Thought us Arcasia would dominate the world. What does the CSP offer for Swordland? First and foremost, it's a defense pact. Visa-free access to every country within the CSP. What do you expect in return? Accept our doctrines and work toward the goals of the pact. Further power against NATO. No technology imports from Arcasia. Cancel your alliance with Agnolia. You stand with us against the threat of Rumburg. Yeah, I really shouldn't have doubled down on that alliance, although it looks like even just making the alliance is a problem. We are so screwed. I am so screwed. United against capitalism. Achievement unlocked. Swordland CSP membership. Swordland joins CSP, ends alliance with Agnolia. Stab in the back. Uh-oh. President Walker called Swordland's CSP membership a threat to the stability of the world. Military. Modernized Navy. Oh man, look at all these benefits. Adequately equipped military. Anti-air missile base on Duru Island. But we'll be in trouble if our relationship goes south. Okay, I guess that's fair. Modernized Navy. CSP member. Embargoed by Arcasia. Kantana Missile Defense System. Which is a red, I guess that's fair. Kantana Influence. Kantana Military Support. Talk to Evelyn, Peter's ex-wife. Hello, who is this? Should have called her before instead of Lucian. Something wrong? Let's talk. Supposed to meet with Peter today. Oh yeah, I was worried that he might commit suicide. One knows where he is. It's in bad shape after your press conference. I'll give you peace of mind, I will. I knew, by the way. Sorry I never came to you about it. Get some sleep. It's Evelyn. She said Peter went missing. She's a middle-aged woman. What kind of life will she have without a husband? Oof. She was a good influence on him. You watching TV? Any news? Mine and Ellery consulted the police to scour the area. They found Peter's wedding ring along with a half-empty bottle of pills and a handwritten note on a bridge. Yeah. What did the note say? I'm so sorry for your loss. So, still says is. Swordland today. Former Vice President's suicide confirmed. Livio escaped back to Rumburg. Oh, interesting. Peter Vectern commits suicide. Sad. I think he should have a state funeral. That seems fine. I don't need to slap him in the face. News of Peter's death hit Frank hard. How did Uncle Peter die? You will understand when you are older. Probably would have told her the truth if it was actually my child. Thank you, Sergei. hug her. Know what you mean. Cart with a carved goat on the front, right? That's the Swordish emblem. Today we mourn Peter Vectern. On to friendship and camaraderie. God's word says no man can be perfect, and Peter was no exception. He swore he would support our cause until the end. Shouldn't remember him at his worst, but for the good deeds he's done. Past is past. We must look always to the future. That's what he would have wanted. See, the path he pays will go down in history. Farewell, brother. You will be missed. I've known Peter for 30 years. Huh. Yes. Aw. Yeah, I'll leave a bottle of whiskey on the grave. That seems appropriate. Personally, as, like, you know, me, the person playing the game, I wasn't really impressed by Peter or felt like I had a connection to him, but I think that President Rain did, right, before the start of the game, and I should respect that. Late night at the Rain household. I think the capital had to go on, and it did. Honey, I'm home. Just having a few drinks. So close to winning. Could have invited me to the commiseration session. Oh, you would have found it boring. We're going to see what I put you through all those years. Get used to it, baby. With you by my side, how could I lose? Aw. Didn't fuck up my marriage. At least there's still time. Swordland's largest military parade ever. Vice President to have state funeral. Worker party leader poisoned. Oh, geez. Lothar pulls resources to Kyrut and Arcasia. Oh no, not the Lothar group. Bye, Mr. Tusk. Swordland creates peace line to avert war. Commended internationally for my efforts to de-escalate the situation. Nationalists attempt to assassinate Ijal. Oh yeah, this is a Swordish writer and politician of Bludish descent. Former leader of the Workers' Party of Bludia. Okay. Workers' Party of Bludia membership record number. Nice. Good riddance. The top 1% have decided to withdraw their assets and fled to Kyrut. The head of the snake, Walter Tuss, declared the Lotharberg group would pull out of Swordland. Well, at least they're not fucking with me anymore. Rumberg informant and adulterer to be awarded with state funeral. Okay, I guess they're mad at me for that. Sorry, guys. Now I'm getting attacked by Twitter purists. One-on-one. Vice President Tory drawing conservatives. Thank you. Thought that might have been a good idea. Alexandrian Navy spotted in full force in Helgeland. Country stability decreased. Election speech. Good morning. Talking points for your speech. Much appreciated. Sure you can take another 4 years of me? Great. What did he say? I bless the rains down in Anrica. That's funny. I think that's the first, like, big joke of the game. It's had some funny sequences, but... Your land, my land. Swordland. Sons and daughters of Swordland. 3.5 years, I've seen our country tested again and again. Don't think we're stronger than ever. My re-election, I'll finish pulling Swordland's economy from the depths of recession. Protests threaten to tear us apart. I promise I'll uphold law and order. I promise I will restore harmony. Fight for the constitutional reform Swordland deserves. This is trying to get conservatives on my side, so I'm going to fail, but I'm also not going to lie. Root out corruption and wrongdoing. I am the USP. Less badness, more goodness. Run for re-election with Gloria Tory, Swordland's first ever female vice president. Get back on board the rain train. Government budget down. Red youth attack religious group. That's not good. Satanic cult fighting God himself. Revolution's coming whether you like it or not. Lesbia deploys military to Sordish border. Seems bad, especially since Lesbia hasn't really been addressed at all, but it might just be because of the USP thing. Or not USP, the Warsaw Pact. Young Swords launch attack on Benfi. That's bad. Briefing on the current economic situation. Good afternoon. Extra focus on the economy has resulted in some small-scale positive growth. Been great if we followed up on this focus during our next term. Turn to page 5. We're on track for our intention to build a planned economy. Decisions have been pretty consistent. Thank you for your efforts. It's very close to a full command economic system. Trade has increased since the beginning of our term. We're on the right path. Page 17. Gone against the wishes of big business in favor of the requests of Sordish citizens. Living standards are steadily increasing. We've been receiving fewer and fewer complaints about our welfare. Our industries have been knocked down to their knees by our recent taxations. Taxes violate their human dignity. Production rate has gone down. We're at a low point. We had to make sacrifices and cuts. We have an infrastructure problem. Inflation is currently at an amazing 2%, down from 7%, the lowest Swordland has ever seen. Interesting. Nothing more important than the well-being of our citizens. What's our debt situation? Not good. Okay. So maybe I can ask Kantana for help. How are we doing with unemployment? The latest numbers in our GDP. Thank you. I like how the report makes everything sound good and then my questions are like all really terrible. Oligarchs have completely withdrawn a considerable amount of financial resources out of Swordland. Budget expenditure. Need a bigger budget. Take an international loan. Economy has worsened considerably. Sordish Great Depression. Uh-oh. We could. That meeting came off a little odd. I guess it's because it's at the end of the game and it's having to summarize a lot of decisions, because the entire first half of his report sounded amazing, and the second half of the report sounded completely terrible. Tons of salmon left rotting in storage. Bummer. Reached crime and racial violence. Sarna. P welcomes General Ludarin, Sordish military officer, fought in the Civil War. We don't like the NFP, so... Bill's soon to be a ghost town. That's bad. Victory for everyone. Television interview. Yes. Probably shouldn't have taken the loan. I mean, I didn't really look up what MFI is. Yeah. Welcome to one-on-one. Yep, anti-aircraft guns. Must have been a mistake. Rumberg is our neighbor, and we want to have good relations with all of our neighbors, except for Agnolia. I hope she does. We're willing to work together. Further, pretty aware they're looking into their harassments. I feel like this is the least provocative, but they're all pretty provocative. Claim to spy was discovered in your administration. Recently lost Mr. Victor. We have evidence she was leaking sensitive information. To some extent, yes, all of our administration shares the responsibility of letting such a scandal take place. What is Swordland's role in this conflict? We discussed the reality of the situation. Agnolia had been oppressing the ethnic Volgs on the island. We had to reposition our stance. The situation won't come to that. I'll get involved as a peacekeeping force. This interview is going to be a disaster for me. Swordland also had its troubles with the British independence movement. The British movement has nothing to do with this. They could have been Swords or Wazex as well. First of all, they are human beings. Feel the burden for not being the only country open their borders to the refugees, or for being the only country. They adapt and find a better life in Swordland. Swordland is not a charity organization. I hate this integrated into society shit. Thank you for your valuable time. Hopefully next time we'll meet again in Beirut. Let's see how disastrous that was. 10 news articles. Holy crap. Workers' Party announces Leakey as a replacement for Ejal. Ah, okay. Swordland dependent on foreign help. It's fine, guys. It's fine. People's Front. The unfairness of the high election threshold. I tried, guys. I'm sorry. I tried a little too hard. Maybe if I had had Gloria Tori as my VP at the time. No one likes us borrowing money from the MFI. People's Front, Coalition Party, Reign administration resorts to MFI loans. How long before he sells Swordland to others? Swordish Great Depression. Anton Rain is the worst president in Swordish history. Cool. I mean, come on, guys. Don't I get some credit for this? Oh, funding disruptions in welfare. Interesting. Well, that's not good. About the poisoning. Soon return to fill Ejal's role. Yep. Controversial PR visits. Still people calling for my resignation. Shock. A sallow, unhappy-looking woman in a lace ball gown. Is that your grandmother? Sounds like a painful childhood, huh? Why did you invite me over? Home-cooked supper by the butler. Oh, okay. Home-cooked supper, huh? I didn't get to where I am by slaving away in the kitchen. Well, then don't talk shit about my wife! Respect you too. No longer fit to lead the USP. I'll be running against you at the party congress. I wonder if the person who runs against you, if you're always going to have someone run against you and it depends on your decisions up to that point. Did you poison my food? I don't like any of these options. Give me some time to think about it. It's a shame to lose you. Being challenged from within my own party. Empty seat, Minister of the Interior. Nice. Minister of the Interior resigns. Well, he has a granny graph. Modernized Navy with new ships. Military parade. Seemed there was no downside to doing this. It would have just been principle that I would say no to it. Sword with a goat head at the handle and a pistol by his hip. Oh, Rumberg is like even gonna give a shit about us throwing a parade. Hey, Erm, how you doing? Time yet? You seen the tanks? You guys were excited to wake up today. Just a teensy bit, It's fine. It'll be fine. Minnesota's Great Depression, but everybody's happy. Not really. Did what needed to be done. Wave. Saul's there, that's great. Oh, that was a much quicker chapter than the previous ones. Okay. Or turn, I should say. Will of the State. If it lets me, I might abdicate and say that our party should push for Lilius to run. World leaders gather at Alliance of Nations. Sure. Swordland 1 is being prepared for the flight to Constantium, Kairut. Cool. This is usually the shit is real music. It's amazing someone's managed to fill the room with people that absolutely loathe each other. Humanity has come far. He's in a better place now. Don't treat yourself so harshly. Prime Minister of Lesbia. This is the kind of rich capitalist country to our southern border. Listen to Alvarez's speech. Threat of socialism. CSP under the leadership of United Quintana has been fueling Volkswagen's military-industrial complex. Demand the Chancellor speak the truth. Oh, is this going to be an excuse to invade, basically? Do you think that's true? I hope the bad ending isn't nuclear war, jeez. Wayland's not even socialist. Yeah, but it's National Socialism, and they're not socialist. Yeah, Wayland seems pretty bad. President of Wayland, totally not Hitler. He smiled as he raised the height of the microphone. Stole oil from our sacred soil. This tragedy of the Wayland Civil War, Arcadia made a deal with United Quintana. Aid from Rumberg to the BFF, AK-47s in Wayland. There's no evidence of civilian massacres by Wayzek forces. Wayland would no longer recognize the right of any other country to determine what type of weapons were permitted to possess. Uh-oh. Free Wayland or death. Seems popular with Rika, doesn't he? Hey, they said the thing. He applauded himself. Alright. Van Horten's gonna be mad. Uh-oh. It's Helgelin time. The world has left us alone. I guess they kind of expanded first. Hegel, Volkslandian politician, communist revolutionary. Okay. Makes sense. Swordland switch sides. Sorry about that. That was my mistake at the time. I would have been screwed though, because I guess I may have been able to make an alliance with Volksland later, because there was a later conversation that gave me an opportunity to make a follow-up alliance with 2 countries, and I had already fucked both of them up. I fucked up the Vogsland one because of Agnolia, and I forget the other one. I think it was Lesbia. I think I pissed them off because of my relationship with the oligarchs. But I maybe could have gotten a Vogsland alliance, and that would have chained more reasonably into the United Kantana Warsaw Pact joining. All your complaints against us are a direct result of your capitalist and neo-colonialist systems. Rick Hagel's next. Spoke at a low, seething tone. We threaten the productivity that runs on the blood and sweat of their working class. They're labeling us as the aggressors. He's not entirely wrong. Side to be blamed, it's the state which murders its minorities. I think the purpose of the Alliance of Nations is to stop another world war, right? Yeah, just like the UN. Got it. Is that Swordish? Did I catch that right? Uh-oh. Haven't heard her talk at all. She's the leader of Rumsburg. You got a bitch about Swordland? Cooking traders and get the protection. Okay, these are all things I actually chose to do. I mean, I reinforced the forces. I had done nothing for the border. Investigate Swordland. Smolak is not Hitler. He's not a direct analog, but a Grand Awakening. Oh, Jesus. Doing some Q shit. Good luck, Mr. President. Yeah, everyone was really, like, aggressive and nationalist. It's an honor to be here. Alliance of Nations. Devoted to the dream of a peaceful and free world, united world. The century is the century of the struggle for freedom. People are still not free from fear, from poverty and starvation. Set aside our differences and unite under this charter. To talk about our responsibilities as the Alliance of Nations. Can't let our ideologies divide us. Can't have world peace if we have other nations who are not part of this organization. I'll let this divide run deeper. Let's get our shit together and sort this mess of a divided house once and for all. Better tomorrow for all. Long live the Alliance of Nations. Long live the People's Revolutions. But thunderous applause from half of the assembly. How was it? Oh yeah, President Dwight Walker. Security Pact is expanding its influence. It's going to end with Trotsky, or Malenev, I mean. Hegel took it off his shoe and was banging the table with it. Hey! Got our Khrushchev. I have no words. The Chancellor's gone mad. We're in war with the Alliance of Nations? Okay. Speech had very dangerous connotations to it. Yeah. Direct war between the superpowers would be destruction of the planet. It is Malenev. Everyone who spoke it has been really, like, incendiary. I guess I'd maybe risk not saying anything at all by calling for unity. You may accept our invitation to talk about denuclearization. Lesbian delegates started laughing, other delegates booed. Leading cooperation will be waiting. This is a really scary meeting. Think Rimberg can pursue any more aggression after that statement? Long live the People's Revolution. That was a lot. Tensions are high. Yeah, it is quite scary. I don't know that that really was a great speech, but I didn't like the other options. Election poll. 16% of citizens would vote for the USP. Ah, yup. Not getting reelected, but I've never really been too concerned about that. I'm curious if that's... I mean, I don't think this game has a traditional victory condition, but I think it just kind of ends and it tells you what happened. Chancellor Hagel's disgrace. It's kind of like the evidence of missile silos in Iraq, right? I think that's what they're trying to... Alright, let's meet with David. Thank you for your time. Oh, sure, Cuban Missile Crisis. That makes more sense. I wasn't sure, though, because, like, I thought that they were implying that the evidence was not necessarily certain, and that it looked like it was a pretext for an invasion. But I guess there being, like, Cold War tension makes it more like the Cuban Missile Crisis. I see what you're saying. Want to get away from this office. What a privilege for me. Aw. You paved the path for future generations to follow, and they'll remember you for it. Yeah, that's was my objective. More so than do whatever I can to leave a good world for the ones who will come after us. Calling you a die-hard millennialist. They weren't wrong. Elections are fast approaching. How do you feel about your chances? We will see. Go on. After this term is done, I'll be retiring. I'd be lying if I said I wasn't expecting this. Quit if I ever felt like I didn't have the physical capability to serve, and he has been coughing a lot in this conversation. You'll be sorely missed. Give him a hug. It's completely reasonable. Ilias challenges Anton Rain. People's Front coming strong. It's completely fair. It's irreplaceable. USP Congress called. Yeah, I'm tempted to just abdicate. I guess we'll see. What kind of problem? What's going on here? Oh, they're resigning. What's the meaning of this? What are your reasons? Failed my mission as Minister of Economy. Well, that's kind of my fault. These people always end up resigning, right? Another venture, spend some time with my family. Family comes first, I understand. Seems fair. It's completely reasonable. Alright, so I could have had everyone show up and resign there, I guess. Wave of resignation, strike Rain administration. Future of Rain's cabinets. Surprised I didn't have more resignations in the middle of the term, actually. Ineffectual one-term president. Magnolia puts forward bid to join ATO. Yep. Not surprising. How are you feeling back there? I'm okay. How are you doing? She can do as she pleases. It's not like she has a chance against you. Yeah, about that. Yeah, just the timer real quick. I think we're going to go over 11 by a little bit here. Oh god. Okay, good. I didn't crash the game. Instead of her usual beige, she wore a sun yellow skirt and blazer. Ladies and gentlemen, occasion my 20th year in the party, I'm honored to be opening this historic session today. Brothers and sisters. People wanted reforms. We did our best to deliver. Together we tried to resist the establishment. I promise you I will not let you down. What I've achieved can't be denied. It's not the time for division. Puppet of Tarkin Sol in the old guard. Let's get this over with. Yeah, this isn't going to be great. Long live United Swordlands. It wasn't half bad. Haha, Lucian's endorsing her candidacy. Oops. Endorse who he wants. I am so screwed. beautiful song always fills me with emotion. I assume it's not always Lilius that runs against you. Maybe you don't always have someone running against you. Maybe it's the person who you most thoroughly screwed. And I think that is actually her, now that I think about it. I would have guessed it would have been maybe Yosef, but there were a couple times where I took his side over her side. Stand against the wealthy elites in their mansions. Well, I haven't... The deplorables. He tore his own wife away from her rightful place at home and forced her into politics in the name of women's liberation. She's going to be our first ever woman president. Pick me as your leader. Applaud. Had to be done. Fuck off. Just wish you'd said something to me. Yep. Yay. Good for her. I'm fine. Sorry I didn't get to be vice president for longer. Announce my resignation now. Announce you retire from politics at the end of your term. Truth is, I screwed up. Just plain tired. I screwed up. I feel like all of these are making excuses. I'll pick this one. I think this is taking the most responsibility. Although it's still blaming the political opponents. Say spend time with my family. That's for my successor. I mean, I would honestly rather the PFJP win, but I'm not going to call her a traitor. Campaign ferociously for her. It's been an honor to serve you. Am I a lame duck now? Rain resigned with message of support for Graf. Steele's vote at USP Congress. Rain announces retirement. Oops. Oh, yeah, Gus is gone. That makes sense. Dinner at home. I guess if Monica can continue her career, works for me. School today. Won a prize at the science fair. Ah, they were teaching girls different stuff before because they knew we were smarter than boys. Aw, that's a really nice touch that she got to be at the science fair because of my choices earlier. Been on edge lately. Greg never took his studies so seriously. He does now. Papa, are we bourgeoisie? Not if I have anything to do with it. Dinner's ready. Now that we're all here, I wanted to say something. I know the past 4 years have been hard on all of us. I love him giving a speech to my family at the end. This is very cute. I was busy focusing on the needs of the Swordish people. I forgot about Sordland's most important people, my own wife and daughter. I hope I can make it up to you someday. My retirement from politics is going to be the best thing that ever happened to us. Does that mean we're not going to live here anymore? We're getting as far away from Holsword as possible. We can stay here, but we don't have to. I felt like a weight was lifting from my shoulders. I knew I'd made the right choice. I'm still going to keep fighting for women's rights. I'll take up farming or something. Cool, it'll be an adventure. Can we finish dinner now? Of course. Ate and animatedly discussed our plans for my retirement. Aw. That was a really cute scene. Hope is not lost. Sometime later. Yeah, I wonder if they're going to do like a summary epilogue here. Announcement of retirement. What's the plan, Mr. President? Where do you think we should go? Staying in Holsword to be the least disrupted for Deanna. Holsword it is. Wow, I'm very happy with the way they let me end my playthrough there. That was basically ideal. Curious. Your last day as president of Sordland, you cleaned out all your personal belongings. Sergei gave you a ride home for the last time and promised you would stay in touch. You felt relieved. Oh, that's cool having the little epilogue choices. Sincerely wish your luck. I'm an adjunct professor of politics at Holsword State University. Wright became more entrenched in her struggle for women's rights. Vocally supported her. People began referring to you as Monica Rain's husband. Hey! I was myself in the video game. Fuck yeah. was living with his wife and son on a commune, and Katana came to visit from time to time. Lived out the rest of your days in relative anonymity, helping Monica as necessary. She tirelessly pursued her cause. Your only regret was that you... I had no regrets, I don't think. Well, I had a couple things. Yeah, no shit. The game ends with a political compass meme. Alright. 1.6 million people lost their jobs. 82% less maternal deaths were recorded. That's a pretty big improvement. Conscript joins the workforce. Legal cases were delayed. Companies declared bankruptcy. A lot of these are bad. This you remember is Volkslandian Socialist. See the other politicians. Peter Vectorn was the ultimate centrist. Yeah. I kind of wish I had the list of, like, you know, improvements to education and how, you know, polio didn't happen. But I'm sure a lot of people have victory screens here that show tens of thousands of people died to polio. It's hard to appreciate the things that didn't happen, right? This game was really good. This game affected me emotionally while streaming it, which is a tall order. Like, streaming a game involves me being not as immersed in it as I would be if I was, like, playing it alone on the couch or something. But the ending sequence with my family was really powerful. And I think they did a really good job of... I'm glad I knew very little about this game, and that, you know, I didn't, like, Google anything or try to really understand what stuff meant, because in my head I'm just like, I'm gonna get cooed, I'm gonna get cooed, I'm gonna get cooed, right? And they did a really good job of creating that feeling of weight to your decisions. I know Calic popped in here earlier and was like, you know, it would be more interesting if there was some RNG, but I like the lack of RNG, that it's like, no, you have to fund this person or this person. And whether or not that's a good thing is not random, right? It's going to be good for person A and bad for person B, period. And then we'll summarize, like, the count of your decisions at the end of the game. It was really, really great. This game's probably going to stick with me when I think about my, you know, my own politics and my own opinions on things in the future. I've always kind of rallied for the idea that people like to say, why don't they just do this? Why don't they just do that? And that usually any sentence that starts with why don't they just is, like, overly simplifying an extremely complicated problem. And I see that a lot of the division and issues in our world today kind of comes down to, you know, people who think the world is really complicated and probably more complicated than they intuit it to be, and people who think the world is actually simpler than other people are saying that it is. And I wish... even if we couldn't agree on the specifics, we could at least all get on the same page that things are complicated, and probably more complicated than we want them to be, you know, and just kind of defer to our own ignorance and be humble wherever possible. That game was great. I think I get what they were trying to say. Thank you so much to Kiri and Six Gun for getting this on the schedule. I had a really good time with it. Well, yes, but also no, it applies much more to politics than most people want it to. Yeah. Thanks, everybody. We'll wrap it there.